Registration observations, I'll just go through these last ones quickly. So to our understanding, these will still be compiled. The ATRm dossiers will still be compiled in our Euclid. The question is, will there be a specific template for ATRm, the model, meaning there are different requirements, less requirements showing what is needed and what is not. If there will not be a template, will there be guidance saying that, okay, just fill in these you can leave blank, but then the problem is the validation assistant will not work. So questions. Also, as mentioned before, we are understanding that the section 1.2 on the composition and analytical information in section 1.4 will still be required, because they're doing you need to submit an inquiry and so forth, and you still need to make sure that you have the same substance, and you can assess its hazards depending on its impurities, etc. For example, in the classification and so forth. So you still need to check substance identity profiles when registering, and you provide analytical information. So you will not apparently get off that hook, so to speak. Also, transitional evaluations. So it's a mechanism for the authorities, so the HSE, essentially to ask the registrant to provide full data if they have some concerns that some information is lacking or something. So what does this mean in practice if you are one who are going through these transitional evaluations, and they're asking, hey, you need to provide full data, or you need to provide full data on this substance. Of course, you will not have it. What does it mean? Do you have to go out and purchase the data, and so forth? So suddenly it could become like a lotto. Those who win will have to pay a lot, albeit we are estimating, or this impact assessment is estimating that only 10% or 0.1% or so, 0.01% of cases will go through this transitional evaluation and require additional full data sets. So 1 in 100 registrants will get the bingo. So we'll see how that pans out. It's not a big deal until it happens to your company, I think. Classification labeling, just wanted to note that because they are in provision of hazard data, providing classification and labeling information as, for example, included in the safety data sheets from, for example, EU, or your current safety data sheet that's based on the EU REACH and EU CLP classification. Then, of course, if you are using that same classification, it also means that you are locked into the same type of classification regime. So does this mean that there will probably not be so much deviance between GB CLP and EU CLP in the future? That's a question. Manufacturers and non-EU, non-European Economic Area importers may still have to do, of course, further testing to be able to classify their substances according to GB CLP. Not a big issue, but something to keep in mind, maybe.